So, ladies and gentlemen, how's it going today? Today, I just wanted to briefly talk about the subject of fear and why it actually took me 4 years to make this video. Before I get started though, I just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to sit here and listen to whatever I have to say. So, with that being said, let's get into the video. So, a long time ago, when I was about 13 years of age, I started a satire news website with a couple of my friends, and by the age of 14, we actually got our Facebook pages to about 100,000 likes and our website to about 15 million page views. Within this time, local and larger press started to kind of hear about what we had going on, and we were featured in our local paper like The Standard and Niagara This Week, and even some bigger outlets reached out to us. So during this time, after school of course, and sometimes even during school, I would actually spend all of my time learning about business, marketing, the psychology behind business and human nature. I was reading books like The Blue Ocean Strategy, the EQ Edge, and those are just a couple off the top of my head, but many more video courses, just about everything. But the further I got into my learnings and the further I got into my businesses, the more I actually began to feel disassociated with society, and I started to deal with pretty serious mental health issues. All of this was a result of me being too afraid to talk about my feelings and emotions with the people around me. I couldn't even talk to my peers and classmates about what I had going on. Like, if I couldn't do that, how could I possibly run a YouTube channel where anybody in the world can have their opinion on me if I feel too uncomfortable sharing it with a small group of people that are already close and comfortable with me? I was constantly daunted by the infamous question of what if? What if somebody thought I was strange for sharing my opinion? What if somebody thought that I was narcissistic or knew everything because I was sharing my relatively large business goals? And all of these questions of what if constantly haunted me on a day-to-day basis and really lead into why this YouTube channel never existed. Little did I know at the time, my inability to get over the question of what if and me pandering fear actually had a much larger impact on my business than I ever could have expected. If I was confident in myself and everything that I brought to the world, I would have been selling $10,000 to $50,000 websites much sooner. I could have potentially improved my health and mental health, which would have then increased efficiencies in my business. But most importantly, I definitely would have gotten to all of my goals a hell of a lot faster if I just put that fear aside and did what I knew was logical. You all likely know a man by the name of Elon Musk. Well, Elon Musk sold his company Zip2 to Compaq for $305 million, and he sold his company PayPal to eBay for $1.5 billion, and he could have retired on hundreds of years of cash, yet for some reason he decided not to. He put all of that fear and anxiety that I was not able to put aside for his aspirations in creating the two companies that you all likely know of, which are SpaceX and Tesla. Him making that jump and risking every penny he had into these businesses because he knew it was the right and logical decision to do allowed him to further the progression on electric vehicles, help him get much closer to making Earth a multi-planet society and reaching Mars. But the most important thing is he would have never fully achieved his goals, and he would have constantly been left hanging with instead of looking forward on his life, looking back on his life with, what if I had put my time and energy into these companies to create what I actually wanted to create the whole time? Because it had nothing to do with the financial success of it all. Alright, so the reason why I even mention all of this in the first place is because all of these amalgamated thoughts that I'm having and sharing with you today are the reason why I'm here with you today. I personally wish to inspire those considering entrepreneurship, or inspire those who want to talk to some guy or girl about whatever, because the things that feel the nastiest and the things that you want to do the least are normally the things that you should do the most, and that are the most life-changing and impactful decisions you'll ever make. These moments are what will set you ahead or apart from your competition. Imagine if every time you got close to achieving one of your goals, you turned around and went in the opposite direction. I think we can both agree that that would be an idiotic thing to do, and the person doing that would never actually achieve their goals. And when I say this, you'd be surprised how relevant this actually is in all of our lives. And this is not excluding myself. I'm always at either a mid to high level of fear in my business. And this is important, but this all applies when I made the decision 4 years ago not to create this channel and share my thoughts and feelings with you guys, because I was afraid of what people would think of me. And this applies when I was at a business conference and there was a huge potential client, and I didn't go up and say anything because I was so afraid of what could happen if he said no. The dreaded what if haunted me, and even in such small situations, debilitated my ability to move forward in my life and my business. Luckily for you and I, there's a pretty easy way to avoid and counter this fear. This may sound simple, but literally just ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen? And is this fear something that is logically countered? If it's something not logically countered, it may be something like the IRS knocking on your door saying, you haven't paid your taxes in 3 years, pay up. Like, this is a different kind of fear that I'm not talking about. I'm not telling you guys to do things that are unacceptable in society and are things that you should be afraid of. So let me just make that clear. Learn from my mistakes and realize that fear is likely just a huge sign that you're about to experience a breakthrough and that it's time to take significant action. Hopefully this decision to move forward on my YouTube channel will help me achieve all of my long-term goals, such as helping provide the youth and people in the professional space with knowledge and my personal experiences, but most importantly, helping others all across the world achieve fulfillment and success in their own personal lives. If any of this resonates with you and you'd like to learn more about the challenges I face and experience as an 18-year-old entrepreneur, you want to learn more content about business and marketing and what I've got going on in that space, tutorials on the software that I'm personally using in my business, and just about anything else regarding that topic, or you just don't want to spend your time on YouTube watching cat videos and playing Fortnite, this might be the channel for you. If that is the scenario, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could hit the bell and subscribe so you could be updated on all future videos coming out, as there will be a lot of videos to come and this is only the first of many. On that note, hope you guys have a great day. Bye for now.